Instead, he's going to face Kevin Millar, who's 0 for 2 in the game. And Penny's pitch count starting to get up there a little bit, as he probably wanted that to be the final out for sure, not only to get out of the inning, but also to secure his place here in the game as far as pitch count goes. This next pitch would be the 90th of his outing. Works with 2 down. David Ortiz at first, and the Red Sox on top 5-3. For a strike, and it's now 2-1 to Kevin Millar. Millar and many of the other Red Sox will be involved with Picnic in the Park after the ball game today. We've talked so much about it, and had a lot of the Red Sox wives on throughout the season. Interesting to see how much that jacket goes for in the auction. One where he's on the Harley, he's got all the fire on the jacket and everything else. That's going up for auction today.
Are they like opening bids? You start off with a certain amount. So if like I bid $5 right now, would that be below the?
I think that's well below.
Okay.
3-1 is outside of third and foul, and a full count. That's the best you could do is $5.
Don, as you well know, I'm a little tight with the buck, as we all know.
Things are hard over there in Weston, but wow.
I'm just curious if you start out, there's a certain starting price for these items that you'll be auctioning off.
I'm not sure. I have really looked at that. I think it might be 200, so you're well off.
Oh, I'm way off. Yeah, $195 off.
A little low. Runner is off, and it's ball 4 to Kevin Millar. Third walk given up by Penny. Let's take a look at the Heineken What's on Tap coming up for the Red Sox after tomorrow's off day. Travel day for the Red Sox should begin on Tuesday night against the Devil Rays at the Trop in St. Petersburg. We're on the air at 6:30 Wednesday and Thursday. Thursday actually at 5:30, as that game is a 6:05 actual start time. And it's all right here on NESN. Some big divisional games for the Red Sox, and they will once again play the Tampa Bay Devil Rays. It always seems like something happens when the Red Sox go to Tropicana Field. Well, with 2 outs last inning, the Red Sox came up with 2 runs. With 2 outs this inning, they have runners at first and second. And Trot Nixon swinging and missing at the first pitch. Up, back and out of play off the third base side, back into the seats. The Red Sox are 8-1 when Trot Nixon homers in a game this season. So he is homered here today. The Red Sox hope they can get their 9th win during his home runs. The 0-2 to Nixon. In the dirt, bouncing in, nicely knocked down by Mike Redmond. Been knocking a lot of stuff down. A couple foul tips have grabbed him in the inning, and now knocking that pitch down from Penny. Is still just 28 years of age. Seems like he's been around a lot longer than that. The 1-2. Right back and through into center field. David Ortiz being waved around. He will score the 6th Boston run. Nixon driving it in, and the Red Sox lead it 6-3.
Well, it's been 2 out Trot Nixon today. 2 outs with the home run in the 4th inning. 2 outs here with the base hit up the middle. Does a nice job staying back on a pretty good curveball from Penny. Strides out there, but his hands stay back. Slaps it up the middle. A diving attempt to knock it down by Castillo. He can't do it. And the Red Sox go up 6-3. Nixon now with 47 runs batted in the season. And has lifted his average now to 317.
And here's Gabe Kapler, who has homered and singled, and he chops this one foul down the third base line. Kapler was born in Hollywood, California, resides in Tarzana, California. That's in the Valley, I think, if I'm not mistaken. In Los Angeles, he is 27 years of age. He will turn 28 on July the 31st. To left down the line. The ball is up. The ball is gone. Second home run of the game for Gabe Kapler. Unbelievable. This one is a 3-run shot that puts the Red Sox on top 9-3. You can't do it any better than Gabe Kapler's done in his Red Sox debut.
Another inside fastball, another line drive. Ooh, that had to be painful. But she is okay up in the monster seat. She got up and cheered after, so that's good news. Look at this. Look at this place. Kapler for mayor.
She is all right cheering. She wants the ball back, though.
She should get it for that effort. That was painful.
It was.
One more look at the attempted catch by the fan, and after she gets hit pretty hard with it, she gets up and cheers the home run, but she needs the baseball.
Or a baseball.
Something.
Well, the curtain call for Gabe Kapler.
Don't pinch him, huh? Don't.
No. Well, Gertie Little able to get him back in the lineup today.
There's some folks from the Red Sox out there. Security checking her out, make sure she's okay.
It'll be hard to keep him out of the lineup when the Red Sox go to Tampa Bay. There's a swing and a miss from Bill Miller.
If I was Kapler, I'd come out and try to find a game tomorrow on the off day. Just keep playing. Pick up game, anything. Get some kids from the neighborhood in here. Let's have a game.
Moore sends it deep to left center field. Back goes Pierre. He dives and can't make the catch. The second base goes Miller. Got himself yet another double.
Now that's 30 down for Bill Miller on the season. He'll take over the league lead, one above Aubrey Huff of Tampa Bay. That's a little painful too for that center field. When you jump and crash into that wall, the scoreboard, there's no padding there. You got all kind of stuff sticking out, you know, where the teams are hung, and that's not a good feeling. Makes a nice effort, just can't, just above the glove, and then the crash into the wall.
Wow, I never noticed there's a lot of stuff sticking out.
Oh, there's all kind of stuff out there, as George Carlin would say. Look at that stuff.
Look at the stuff. That's painful stuff. Well, I never noticed that. I knew they had to hang him on something, but that's like nails. When you're jumping into that, then you're right.
Yeah, there's no padding out on that wall. See that stuff there? This stuff, that hurts.
That's some stuff. It's pointy stuff. Jason Varitek taking the strike, 1-1. Varitek, the 8th man to bat in the inning for the Red Sox. They've added 4 runs to their total on top, 9-3. Line and caught at second base by Castillo. Nicely done to end the inning, but the Red Sox score 4 runs. Gabe Kapler's 3-run blast. The Red Sox lead it 9-3. 9-3 now as the Red Sox score 4 times in the bottom of the 5th inning. And Ivan Rodriguez leads it off here in the top of the 6th.
That's funny. You know, last night Kapler went out to right field and got a standing ovation from the bleacher crowd and those folks down the right field line. Today in left field, got the standing ovation from the monster seats and also those folks down the left field line. So they all love him. Left field, right field, bleachers.
And Kapler with 2 home runs today. Solo shot in the 2nd, a 3-run job in the 5th. And also with a single, 3 for 3. Ivan Rodriguez strikes out. 6th K for Derek Lowe.
Well, stay tuned after the game for W.B. Mason's Extra Innings, New England's Red Sox postgame show with extra highlights, extra interviews, and extra analysis, hosted by Bob Rogers. He's just right here to our left, and a lineup of insightful analysts. And after the last inning, the action is just beginning.
I guess Bob Rogers and Bob Tewksbury got bumped from their normal spot in the press box where they watch the game.
Oh!
So third, Bill Miller flashing a little leather, and on the other side, nice pick out by Kevin Millar. Good play on both ends to dispose of Mike Lowe. 2 down.
Well, we are seeing some defensive magic here today by a number of guys. Garcia, Parra, Miller, Derek Lee for the Marlins. Can't hit a ball much harder than that. That ball's by him. And then Millar on the other end making the pick. Yeah, he likes that. All pitchers do. I understand Larry Lucchino is a guest today in the W.B. Mason's Extra Innings.
With the Bobs. Started to say that both of them have been bumped from their normal box as they watch the game because there's Larry enjoying the game. It's Spanish radio here with the Florida Marlins to our left. The 1-0 in the dirt, and the count is 2-0. Ten in a row retired by Derek Lowe with 2 down here in the 6th inning. And falls behind 1 on Encarnacion, 3-0. Lowe has walked 1 so far. So 76 pitches, 54 strikes here today as he works with a 9-3 lead. And just the 2nd walk of the day given up by Derek Lowe. 2 out base on balls to 1 on Encarnacion. Here comes Derek Lee, who has struck out twice in the game, both times swinging. Once in the 2nd and again in the 4th inning. Derek Lowe in his last 8 starts, 5-0. With a 2.70 earned run average over the last 8 starts. So unbeaten in his last 8 starts at 5-0. In the air, struck well to left field. That ball is gone. Up and over the fence in left. Derek Lee, a 2-run shot, and the Marlins come back with 2 runs here. It's now 9-5. All of this coming with 2 outs in the inning.
Derek Lee had a tough time against Derek Lowe. 2 strikeouts prior to this home run. Number 15 on the season for Derek Lee. He had been in kind of a 6-for-36 mini slump. But he ends it with that swing of the bat. They're getting worn out there in the monster seats today.
Two down for Miguel Cabrera with his open stance. On the ground to Garcia Parra at shortstop. And that'll do it. But the 2-run home run by Derek Lee. And the Marlins trail by 4. Red Sox on top 9-5.
Back at Fenway, 9-5 Red Sox lead. This inning is the Foxwoods fantasy inning. Today's contestant is Louise Barney of Dover, New Hampshire. If the Red Sox hit a home run this inning, Louise will win a dinner for 2 and a free night stay at Foxwoods Resort Casino. Be a chance to win. Visit boston.com/Nesson.
Bottom of the 6th inning. Red Sox on top 9-5. And the top of the order to lead it off, Johnny Damon.
Blaine Neal coming on for the 17th time this year. Second appearance of this series. He worked 2 innings Friday night, allowing 3 hits and 4 earned runs. Faced 10 batters in that game.
Takes over for Brad Penny, who worked the first 5 innings, giving up 9 hits and 9 runs, including 4 home runs. He walked 3 and struck out 2. And on the hook with the Red Sox on top 9-5. Damon sends it down the line in right. Encarnacion over to make the running catch for out number 1. Let's check in with Eric Fried. Eric?
All right. Julie Mullen is the one who, for all of New England and all of Fenway Park to see, took one for the team out here. Why don't you explain your side of the story, Julie? She's from South Portland, Maine. This should be good.
I just saw the ball coming at me and just wanted it to hit me.
Mission accomplished. Now, where was your husband in all this? He was ducking for cover. Chivalry is dead in the monster seat.
Took off.
Mr. Moxie said he was going to protect us all, but he did not do a good job at what he said he was going to do.
Well, she's fine. You got checked out by the paramedics. Everything's okay. And what did you get as a gift? What does it cost here at Fenway Park to get hit by a ball?
I got an official yearbook, 2003 Red Sox, and I got a Johnny Damon number 18 baseball.
Well, it's fun up here, and it's getting a little better at Fenway. Don, back to you.
All right, thanks very much, Eric. Todd Walker, for the 2nd time today, has gone deep. It is a solo home run, this time in his 8th of the year, and it gives the Red Sox an even 10 on top 10-5. 5th career 2-home run game for Todd Walker.
This is home run derby here this afternoon. That's not too bad a pitch either. That ball's a bit away and down, but Walker hooks it into the Red Sox bullpen. You get a guy hitting second in this lineup that has an outside chance of getting 100 ribbies this year. He now has 46 on the season.
Nomar sends it to third. A tough hop for Lowe, but he stays with it. The throw is high, and Lee apparently came down on the bag to get Nomar. 2 down.
Red Sox fans, do you want access to exclusive seats at Fenway? Join SmartFan today and start purchasing tickets from Red Sox season ticket holders. To join, go to smartfan.net.
So 2 down, and here's David Ortiz, who's 1 for 3, singled and scored in the 5th inning. Ortiz facing Blaine Neal, 24 years of age, from Haddon Heights, New Jersey, on his 3rd season with the Florida Marlins.
Well, after today's game, the Red Sox will only have 1 interleague game to play. That'll be the makeup game against the Phillies. The Red Sox could win today. They would be 10-7 against the National League this year. Quite an improvement from a year ago.
Well, if you look to last year, certainly one of the bigger problems was interleague play, being swept by the Dodgers and Diamondbacks and winning only 1 game of 6 against the Atlanta Braves. And the Red Sox have rectified that situation this season. Red Sox going after win number 47 today, as they're 46-33 coming in, and are 27-12 here at Fenway Park this season, which is sort of a reversal of where they were last year. They had a much better road record than at home at Fenway Park a year ago. Neal missing at 93 miles per hour. 2-2 now to David Ortiz. Last year, Neal was 3-0. The Marlins out of their bullpen in 32 relief appearances. On the first baseline, it hits the bag, and there to get it is Lee to end the inning. The home run by Todd Walker. The Red Sox lead it 10-5. giving us a little recap of the game as we head here to the 7th inning.
I thought that was Adam singing. That was the Commodores?
No, that was the Commodores. Yeah.
Oh, I thought that was Adam.
And a little capsule of what has gone on here today. Grounded left side off the bat of Alex Gonzalez. Garcia Parra again with a good off-balance throw, and a good play turned in by Garcia Parra for out number 1.
Tell you what, the boys came ready to play some defense here this afternoon, didn't they? A lot of nice plays. Garcia Parra off-balance throw again. Millard of the backhand to make the catch. Get the first out here of the 7th inning. Both sides playing some very good defense in this one.
One down for Mike Redmond. He's 0 for 2. He's lined out to second base and grounded out to third base. Red Sox 10 runs, 10 hits, no errors. The Marlins 5 runs, 5 hits, no errors. Thrown 84 pitches today as he works here in the top of the 7th inning. Mike Redmond spending time in New England. At one point in his career was a member of the Portland Sea Dogs. 1995 and 1996 on his way up to the Florida Marlins. And now in his 5th season as a member of the Marlins. 1-2. And the dirt evens up at 2-2. Redmond, a native of Seattle, Washington, went to college at Gonzaga. And he chops it left side. Nomar again. This time he has a chance to plant the throw there in plenty of time. Boston Red Sox baseball at Nesson is brought to you by your Lincoln Mercury dealers, Samuel Adams Boston Lager, your New England Toyota dealers, and by Citizens Bank. Don Orsillo and Jerry Remy with you today. Our producer is Russ Ken, director Mike Narachi, associate producer Greg Petranzi. Our stat man is Paul Carroll. Adam Jupiter helping us out here in the booth. And our thanks to Kevin Carlson for helping us out with that montage as we came back from last inning. Juan Pierre's 1 for 3. His bunt single in the 3rd got him on for the only time so far in this one. The defensive alignment the same for the Red Sox. In at the corners and sort of in the middle. Halfway at second base is Todd Walker.
Yep, even down by 5 runs. Pierre trying to get on base, to get on there any way he can, whether it be bunt, taking that 2-0 pitch for a strike.
Just 25 years of age. As he takes ball 4 from Derek Lowe and gets on anyway. 3rd walk given up by Lowe. It comes with 2 down.
Well, keep cool as the summer heats up. Sport your summer threads. Get your Major League Baseball authentic hats, jerseys, t-shirts, and more at RedSox.com. The RedSox.com shop for all things baseball.
Two-away, and Luis Castillo stands in. Castillo reached on a fielder's choice in the 3rd inning and came around to score. He's 0 for 3 today. goes Veritek to talk to Lowe, and Juan Pierre now falls behind Castillo, and this will also bring Dave Wallace out, the interim pitching coach. Timlin up the first action of the Boston bullpen as Derek Lowe, likely in his last inning, perhaps. He's thrown 93 pitches here today, and got the first 2 outs of this inning pretty quickly, but walks Juan Pierre, falls behind Luis Castillo, and Timlin continues to warm in the bullpen. Chopped outside of first and foul, 1-1. Well, if Byung-Hyun Kim does end up as the closer, does that surprise you very much since he came over? Certainly a guy who wanted to start and may still have a start in him, but it sounds like that's a move they may make soon.
No, it doesn't really surprise me, Don. I mean, you know, Brandon Lyon has done an excellent job in that closing role. The one exception, obviously, last night, but they all have him. But I think when they did make the trade, I think they felt like they had so much flexibility with Kim that, you know, that was a real possibility. And I think if that does happen and they put him out there, I think it really strengthens the bullpen, because Lyon has been so good. He's a guy that can give you a couple of innings, maybe the 7th and 8th, leading up to Kim. And of course, Kim with that unorthodox delivery, you know, for 3 outs, it can be very tough. So we'll see how it goes over the next week or so. But those are some of the changes that are anticipated anyway in the pitching staff. I think long range they look to Kim to be a starter.
1-2 in there for strike 3. Derek Lowe gets his 7th strikeout, and it ends the top of the 7th inning. 7th inning stretch time, 10-5 Boston. Sox baseball on NESN is brought to you by the Bone and Joint Center, Caritas St. Elizabeth's. You don't have to be an all-star to be treated like one. I would like to welcome today's visitors to the Dunkin' Dugout. Dunkin' Donuts is proud to host area youth and charity organizations at every Red Sox home game. And as always, we'd like to thank Dunkin' Donuts for providing us with refreshments. Today was the first day of the iced coffee here today. We thank them very much. Dunkin' Donuts, just the thing. Let's take a look at the Dunkin' Donuts game summary as the Red Sox on top 10-5. And in this one, Kapler has 2 home runs, a single, and 4 runs batted in for the Red Sox. Todd Walker has 2 home runs, and Trot Nixon's got a home run of his own. Brad Penny chased from the game after 5 innings, giving up 9 runs. Derek Lowe still in the game after 7 innings, giving up 5 runs. Derek Lowe has struck out 7 here today, and the Red Sox lead it 10-5. Well, Vermont is here. We heard from Connecticut earlier, now Vermont. As we head here to the last of the 7th inning, Kevin Millar, Trot Nixon, and Gabe Kapler. Missing Blaine Neal out there for his 2nd inning of relief. In the air down the 3rd base line. And no play for either Lowe or Gonzalez. The play for a fan in there.
Another nice play by Garcia Parra. He had number 5 on his back, I think.
I thought you were starting to lose it a little bit. I didn't know.
Oh, no, I've lost it many years ago. It's long gone.
Is that what it's going to be like in maybe, I don't know, you got a long way, but 15, 20 years, and all of a sudden you'll be yelling out things you thought you saw?
Yeah, it's, you know, blurting out things from, like, the past. If I do that, nudge me and just, like, send me home.
Popped up down the 3rd base line. Mike Lowe steps into foul ground and takes care of out number 1.
Oh, nice catch by Brooks Robinson.
There's Kevin Romine.
When that happens, just you know, take the chair and like roll the chair up the hill, push me out the door, lock the door.
Oh no,
and don't let me back in.
We'll bring you in. We'll prop you up. Get you up all set to go.
You're propping me up now.
Oh.
Wake up, Walter.
Nixon 2 for 3 in this game as he sends one foul down by the tar area. Red Sox with 5 home runs in the game. Second time this season the Red Sox have hit 5 or more home runs in a game. Today they've done it, of course, in June 7th at Milwaukee. Game in which they hit 6. Nixon had one of those home runs that day. That was part of what was a pretty amazing comeback for the Red Sox. Nixon hits it deep to right, and Encarnacion on the run, able to make the catch. We're out number 2.
And here comes Mr. Mayor.
He's become a fan favorite in the last 24 hours. Gabe Kapler will bring the Fenway faithful to their feet again. Even those that have been struck by home run balls. Two home runs today and a single. 4 RBIs for Kapler. And 7 for 8 in his first 2 games in a Red Sox uniform. Sends it foul back by the backstop. 1-2. Breeze blowing from right to left across the outfield. Red Sox batting in the bottom of the 7th inning on top, 10-5. In the air down the right field line, and Encarnacion over towards the corner, and he makes the catch basket style to end the inning. Bit of an adventure, but the inning is over. In order go the Red Sox on top 10-5 at the end of 7. Back at Fenway, Red Sox on top 10-5, ready for the top of the 8th inning. And Derek Lowe returns to the mound for the Red Sox. 96 pitches deep into his outing. Mike Timlin had been up an inning ago, and Timlin is up out there with the inning beginning. Should Lowe run into any trouble? Ivan Rodriguez to lead it off, and gets plucked with the first pitch in the back. And Rodriguez will be awarded first base. Here comes Grady Little. Comes out and throws one pitch and hits Ivan Rodriguez here to begin the inning after throwing 96 pitches today.
Yeah, it looked like he was running out of gas in the 7th a bit there, you know, and comes out for one pitch, hits Rodriguez, and that'll be the afternoon for Derek Lowe.
We'll step aside, and the Red Sox will have a new pitcher when we come back. Boston on top 10-5. Sox baseball on Nesson is brought to you by Southwest Airlines, by Dodge, Foxwoods Resort Casino, and by your New England Ford dealers. Well, back at Fenway Park, where the Red Sox have a 10-5 lead here in the top of the 8th inning. Ivan Rodriguez hit with the first pitch of the inning, and the new pitcher for the Red Sox, Mike Timlin.
Mike Timlin making his 35th appearance. He worked in the game last night, 2/3 of an inning against the Marlins. No hits, no runs. He did have a strikeout. Timlin with 4 walks, 34 strikeouts, and 45 in a 3rd innings. And while I got a chance, I'd like to congratulate John McDermott, retired from the Boston Public Schools after 36 years of teaching. John, of course, works here at Fenway Park. 36 years.
That's
calling
incredible.
It quits.
Wow. And congratulations to John. Mike Lowe stands in with a runner at first. Nobody out here in the top of the 8th inning. This is hit hard. Fouled down by the photographer as well. You know what the American League record for hits in the start of a career for a player is? It certainly has come up here with Gabe Kapler's recent success. It's actually a Red Sox player, Ted Cox, who had 6 hits. His first 6 hits in September 18th, 1977. A Red Sox player. This is missing. Actually traded him away to the Cleveland Indians as part of a Dennis Eckersley deal. Ted Cox. Juan Rodriguez held on at first base by Kevin Millar. Nobody out. Top of the 8th inning. That's 1-2 to Mike Lowe.
We just got something weird from the stands. Fan Pete Charbonneau sent this up. He's sitting in section 27. He sent up a copy of Babe Ruth's contract from 1919.
Really? He was inside and it got him. Grazed the jersey. And a hit batsman here back-to-back for the Marlins to begin the inning.
Timlin trying to go inside. Second time Lowell's been hit today. Second hit batter of the inning.
But this contract for George H. Ruth, $25,000 for the seasons of 1919, 1920, and 1921. And signed by Joseph Rupert. This is the copy of the contract.
Looks legit to me.
Uniform agreement for transfer of a player. Major League Club, the Boston Americans. I don't know, you know, but I just got this from Pete Charbonneau, who's in section 27. I can't read this, whatever this is. This is something else, like an addendum to something. George H. Ruth, Boston, Mass.
This is on the ground, backhanded by Millar. To second for one. Relay to first is not in time. Some footwork problems for Mike Timlin. Ended up may have getting spiked over there at first base. As Encarnacion down the line. They do get the middleman and Mike Lowe for out number 1.
Toughest double play to turn, obviously, the 3-6-1. And you got Encarnacion, who can run very well going down that line. Red Sox almost completed. There's Millar to Garcia-Parra. Has to reach a little bit for that. And Timlin coming first. I think he gets stepped on down that first base line. The Red Sox do get an all-important out here in the 8th inning after a couple of hit batters.
I'm trying to read this note. Agree to pay you the sum of $1,000. I can't really make the whole thing out. 30 ball games, season 1918. Remember this club?
The truck is killing me because I said it looks official. I've heard F. Lee Bailey's name thrown out there. All of a sudden now they think I'm a lawyer.
It's not a. I mean, it's a copy, but I mean,
no, but
this is a you know, a George Herman Ruth contract for $25,000 for 3 seasons, 1919, 20, and 21.
How much was it for again?
Huh?
Top 5. How much did he get?
25. Says $25,000. Cash, and it. There's no, like, he can eat hot dogs, he can ski. There's no, like, there's nothing in here. You can, you know, like jump out of planes. What do they call that? Skydive.
Bungee jumping.
Yeah.
You can do any of that stuff. Timlin going to work on the laces. Red Sox have action in the bullpen. Brandon Lyon is up out there. Eric Lee homered his last time up. He's 1 for 3 in the game. And a strike from Timlin. Eric Lee came over from the San Diego Padres along with right-handed pitcher Rafael Medina. in exchange for Kevin Brown. December 15th of 1997. Last year played in every game for the Marlins. Started his career in the Padres system in '97 and has been with Florida since 1998. A count of 1-2. Mike Timlin working. 1 out. Runners at the corners here in the top of the 8th inning. Red Sox on top 10-5. And Timlin missing again. Held on to by Veritek for a split second. 2-2. Inside, spinning him out of the batter's box in a full count. An inning in which 2 Marlins hitters have been hit. Both Rodriguez and Lowe struck by pitches in the inning. Derek Lee bats now. Miguel Cabrera waits on deck. Up right side. Todd Walker heading to the outfield grass. He'll need help. Nixon coming on way in from right, and he can't make the catch. In from third comes Ivan Rodriguez, and just getting into second base goes Encarnacion.
Looked like right at the last second, it looked like Nixon looked toward Todd Walker like he was going to make the play, took his eye off the ball, and then could not make the catch. Now remember, this time of day you're dealing with sun out there, so I don't know if either one of these guys possibly lost the ball in the sun, but you can see Trot slow up, look at Nixon, and then can't make the catch. I mean, actually slowed up and looked at Walker and then tried to pick it up and drop the ball. Make an attempt at the force play at second base, but Encarnacion just beats it. They give a base hit to Lee on that.
And Encarnacion may have hurt himself going into second base as the trainer for the Marlins out to check on him. This has been a very strange inning. The Marlins have picked up a run, and it's now a 10-6 game. They have 2 on still with just 1 out in the inning. We'll see if Encarnacion's going to stay in the game. Ozzie Guillen, the third base coach, also over there talking to him, and I think he's trying to get him out of the game here to leave. And that's what's going to happen. So Juan Encarnacion will indeed leave the game with some sort of injury. Looked like he may have gone in awkwardly.
Well, we'll see if Encarnacion maybe jammed an ankle as he went into second base. He went in standing up as they try to get the force play at second base, and he might have jammed that left ankle as he stepped on second.
Brian Banks, who played in left field last night, takes over to run here at second base for Derek Lee. I'm sorry, Juan Encarnacion at second base. So 2 on and 1 out here in the top half of the 8th inning. Rounded outside of third and foul by Miguel Cabrera. He's 0 for 3 on the afternoon. Charged with the run that scored here for the Marlins this inning. 7+ innings, 5 hits, touched for 6 runs. He walked 3 and struck out 7. And Cabrera down 0-2. Eric Lowe today threw 97 pitches, 52 for strikes, and has a chance with some help from the bullpen to pick up his 9th victory. Also told today that Ramiro Mendoza, in his rehab start in Sarasota, went 5 innings today, giving up 2 hits, no runs. He walked 1 and struck out 4 and threw 54 pitches.
So that sounds like a buildup for a guy that's going into the starting rotation, doesn't it?
It certainly does. And We'll talk about that recently, and it'll be very interesting to see if he does start for the Red Sox, where that will be. You'd think he'd be most comfortable maybe at Yankee Stadium on that mound as part of this next road trip. 2 fouled off back to the backstop. Saw Mendoza spot start a few times for the Yankees and have success in that role. I wonder if that type of setup for him may straighten him out a little bit. And the Red Sox certainly hopeful that that is the case if they do indeed make him a starter. It's stretching him out in 5 innings today in Sarasota would lead you to believe that is headed in that direction. Up and away, 1-2. 34,476 on hand here today for the final game of the homestand and the rubber game of the 3-game series with the Marlins. Line to third, caught by Miller. Gets the runner back to the bag at second. 2 down.
Well, they call it the hot corner. It's been hot a couple of times down there today for Bill Miller. He made the catch of the line drive, looked immediately towards second, see if he can get a double play there. The answer is no. And then by the time he turns to first, no chance there either.
So 2 down in the inning. Alex Gonzalez steps up. He's 1 for 3. Singled to right field in the second inning and drove in a run. Brandon Lyon has been up in the Boston bullpen and still sort of looks on from the pen. Mike Timlin working here in relief of Derek Lowe.
I think that's Embry too. That's also up in that bullpen.
Pen also is busy. It's up at 1-1 to Alex Gonzalez. Yes, Embry has joined Brandon Lyon. Chopped left side. Over goes Miller, goes to second, and they force out Lee at second base to end the inning. The Marlins get a run back at the end of 7.5. 10-6 Boston. In right field for Encarnacion, and the new Marlins pitcher is Armando Almanza.
39th appearance of the season. The record's at 4-4. All those appearances out of the bullpen. He has not yet worked in this series. His last outing coming on Thursday night. And I believe that was against the Mets. An inning in that game. No hits. Faced 4 batters. Worked against the Red Sox twice. That was back in 2001. Red Sox did not play the Marlins last season in interleague play.
We'll be facing Bill Miller, Jason Varitek, and Johnny Damon here in the 8th inning. Well, the Red Sox on top by 4, 10-6. Takes over for Blaine Neal, the middleman of the 3 arms used today by the Marlins. Neal went 2 innings, giving up 1 hit, 1 run. He didn't walk anybody, didn't strike anybody out. Held off by Miller off the right side. Miller with a couple of extra base hits today, a triple in the 4th, a double in the 5th. And the strike makes it 0-2 now to Bill Miller. Armando Almanza is 30 years of age and pretty well put together. 6'3", 240 pounds. And was acquired from the Cardinals along with Braden Looper and Pablo Osuna in exchange for Edgar Renteria. Went from the Marlins over to the Cardinals. Line to shortstop. It caught in the air by Alex Gonzalez for the first out of the inning. Let's check in with Eric Freed. Eric.
Don, time now for our Citizens Bank Not Your Typical Fan of the Game, and I wonder why we picked Sean Irwin from Lexington. Look at this, all the way in the back row, back behind the batter's eye, despite how many breaks in that leg, Sean?
There are 3 breaks, the tibia, the fibula, and the upper ankle.
How did it happen?
Playing rugby.
I'll teach you to do that, yeah. You've been watching here. You came for the Pedro game last week against Detroit. This closes out what's been a wild homestand. From a fan's perspective, what's been the #1 thing you'll take from this week?
It's been great. I mean, obviously Thursday was nice to get the win for Pedro, and then I'd say the bookend of these series has been great.
Well, perfect.
Yeah, it's been great. Obviously a huge win on Friday night. Last night was unfortunate, but today another great one, and it looks like Kapler's been a great addition, so can't ask for much more.
And it keeps getting better with the home run. Don, take it away.
All right, thanks a lot, Eric. A solo home run for Jason Varitek, his 13th of the year, and the Red Sox add to their lead on top 11-6.
Well, if this continues, Eric Freed's going to have to come up with a home run call, because every time we go to him, there's a home run. Number 13 for Varitek, hitting from the right side of the plate. That is his 3rd hitting right-handed. Boy, that was a line shot right off the Sports Authority sign.
Yep. The Red Sox with 6 home runs for the 2nd time this season. There's Johnny Damon looking for his first hit of the day. He's 0 for 3 with a walk. He scored a run. Six home runs given up by the Marlins is a club record. And Almanza, most recent recipient of the home run given up here in the 8th inning with 1 down. Penny with the first 5 innings today, giving up 9 runs. Blaine Neal gave up a run over 2 innings. And Armando Almanza, that's getting the first out.
The 2003 Media Guide. You'll find biographical information and statistics on all your favorite players, plus information on management, historical records, the minor league system, and much more. For details and ordering information, send an email to soxpubs@redsox.com. There's a lot of people interested in that Media Guide.
Well, there's a lot of interesting things in it.
No, I get a lot of emails on that. How do I get a Media Guide? Well, we just had the information for you. SoxPubs.com.
Well, Todd Walker has 2 home runs today. He joins Gabe Kapler, who also has 2 home runs. And Walker has driven in 3 runs. His home run total now up to 8 on the season. Center field for a base hit. Johnny Damon hitting for 3rd as Juan Pierre collects it and throws it back in. Another hit for Todd Walker, his 3rd hit of the day. Red Sox with runners at the corners and 1 out.
Todd Walker having Sunday. 2 home runs, 3 RBI. Picks up the base hit on the curveball. Look bad on the curveball previous to this. He throws him another one, and he puts it into center field for the base hit. Fool me once, can't fool me twice.
How did Eric Freed get out to that point so fast? I turned around and he was in the back of the booth, and the next thing you know, he's out in dead center field.
Very quick, very light on his feet. Runners at the corners, 1 down. Omar Garcia-Parra is 0 for 4. Omar with the hitting streak at home in jeopardy here as he bats in the last half of the 8th inning. Sits safely in 31 straight games here at Fenway Park. Count evens at 1-1. For a strike, 1-2. The inside corner to Garcia-Parra. Further action right now in the Marlins bullpen as Armando Almanza works the 8th inning. Red Sox have added a run. They're looking for more. On top 11-6 here in the bottom of the 8th inning. Too far inside that time to Nomar. Sox had scored 34 runs in the first 2 games of this series. Right back off. Almanza throws to second base, on to first, not in time. So they get the runner at second base in Todd Walker. Heyman stays at third, and Nomar reaches at first. Now 2 down.
Pretty impressive by Almanza, the pitcher. I mean, generally when you get hit like that, you're only thinking about going to first base to get an out. He gets hit, still has the presence of mind to go to second to get the lead man. And they almost turned over the double play.
We'll have to check on him. And he will take a little walk there and behind the mound. Probably take a few warm-up tosses to make sure that he's all right.
Elvis copyrighted telecast presented by authority of the Boston Red Sox may not be reproduced or retransmitted in any form. In addition, the accounts and description of this game may not be disseminated without the express written consent of the Boston Red Sox.
Well, he just threw one and did not look overly comfortable, and now he's on the backside of the mound talking about it. As he will now throw another warm-up toss. Conversation will take place. He took this wide walk that he just did a moment ago. Apparently he's going to stay in the game. So David Ortiz will be next. Runners at the corners, 2 down in the inning. The Red Sox have scored 45 runs now in the 3-game series against the Marlins. It's a pretty staggering number. And then for strike 2, Ortiz. David today is 1 for 4. He singled and scored in the 5th inning. Otherwise, he's grounded out twice and struck out. Ortiz with 23 2-out RBIs to lead the Red Sox in that category as this one gets away from Mike Redmond. And he bats here with 2 on and 2 outs. Appearing in his 39th game of the year for the Marlins out of the bullpen. As he leads the team in that category. Ortiz swinging and missing to even it up at 2-2. Time and a third. Garcia Parra at first. 2 down. And Ortiz slices it foul back to the backstop. Well, the Red Sox will have tomorrow off and make it a travel day down to St. Petersburg, Florida, to get ready for the 3-game series with the Tampa Bay Devil Rays. It'll be John Burkett in the first game against Jason Standridge. Pedro Martinez scheduled to go the second game of that series against Rob Bell, and then Byung-Hyun Kim right now scheduled to go up against Jeremy Gonzalez. Got him. So Almanza gets his first strikeout. It ends the inning, but the home run by Varitek gives the Red Sox an 11-6 lead. At Fenway Park with the Red Sox on top 11-6 has been quite an offensive explosion for the Red Sox over the weekend. And we take a look at some of those numbers. 45 runs, 55 hits for the Red Sox, a .455 average. The 2 teams have combined for 69 runs over the 3-game series, and very impressive. We head here to the top of the 9th inning, and the Red Sox bring on Brandon Lyon.
Sure, Lyon happy to be back out there today. An inning yesterday, 4 hits, 4 earned runs. Of course, the home run to Mike Lowe. Overall for Brandon, his 35th appearance of the season. Yesterday was his first blown save.
Well, certainly not a safe situation here, but I'm sure very important to get him back in there again after giving up the 3-run home run to Mike Lowell last night. Mike Redmond leading off here and ahead 3-0. Redmond 0 for 3 from his number 9 spot in the order, and a 4-pitch walk to begin things here in the 9th.
The second fielder, number 9, Juan Pierre.
Here's the top of the order, Juan Pierre, who is 1 for 3 today with a walk. The Red Sox have out-hit the Marlins today 12-6.
Like time I called by Ozzie Guillen, the third base coach, they're trying to get a pinch runner into first base.
And that is Mike Mordecai. Mordecai takes over for Mike Redmond at first base, who walked on 4 pitches to begin the inning. Strike 1 to Juan Pierre. And Brandon Lyon had been 9 for 9 before the blown save last night. In the air to left field, Gabe Kapler is playing shallow. He's got to go back, and it's over his head to the track and the wall. Heading for third is Mordecai on the double by Juan Pierre. Up to the track and the wall. The Marlins have the first 2 on and in scoring position.
And the booze ringing down here at Fenway. I think we'll probably see Embry up very quickly in that bullpen for the Red Sox. Dave Wallace on the long distance call. They play shallow. Doesn't have a lot of power. Does Pierre? No home runs on the season, but gets this over the head of Gabe Kapler. So it's second and third with nobody out here in the 9th.
And now Luis Castillo is 0 for 4 in the ball game. He struck out his last time up. Slashes away, sending it foul back to the backstop. Eric Lowe got the start here today for the Red Sox, who had 7+ innings, giving up 5 hits, 6 runs. He walked 3 and struck out a season-high 7 batters. He is the pitcher of record right now as we look at Alan Embry up in the Boston bullpen. He'd been up earlier and up again. Evans up at 1-1 to Luis Castillo, with Ivan Rodriguez waiting on deck. And that will get down for a base hit. Mordecai had to wait. He heads into the plate with the 7th Florida run. And there's still nobody out of the inning. It's now 11-7. And this will bring out Dave Wallace.
1 base at a time for the Marlins as they bring it now to within 4 runs. Mordecai scoring on the opposite field base hit by Castillo.
Certainly ready in the bullpen if they choose to go to him. Ivan Rodriguez up next here, as if he's standing in on the right side. Rodriguez doubled in the 3rd inning. He's 1 for 3. Been hit by a pitch and has scored a run. And in behind Rodriguez is Mike Lowe. We all know what he did last night against Brandon Lyon. So Juan Pierre stands at third, Luis Castillo at first. A walk, a double, and a single here to begin the inning in the ninth for the Marlins. Swing and a miss from Ivan Rodriguez. Rodriguez hit 35 home runs back in 1999. Has 9 home runs this season for the Marlins. Fouls it off the right side, and Brandon Lyon ahead of him, 0-2. Brandon Lyon, of course, last night getting down 0-2. Mike Lowe, and ended up getting too much of the plate after that, and Lowe sending it out of the yard into the bullpen. See how he handles Ivan Rodriguez, 0-2. On and away, and it's 1-2.
Yeah, he got a couple of pitches away. So he wasted a breaking ball there to see if Rodriguez will chase it. He did not.
Juan Pierre at third. Luis Castillo is at first base. Still nobody out in the Marlins' ninth inning. A 4-run ball game now. Boston on top, 11-7. Away again. It evens up at 2-2. Rodriguez with 2 strikeouts today. Away again, and it's a full count.
Tell you what, say one thing about these Marlins. After game 1 in this series, they have not quit, huh? They came back last night. They are not giving up here in the 9th inning tonight, or this afternoon, I should say.
Came back with 4 in the 8th, 4 in the 9th last night to grab the victory 10-9 when they were down 9-2. And here they are again in the 9th inning. A little bit of drama here today. Payoff pitch, carved foul off the right side. Still 3-2 to Ivan Rodriguez. Marlins are at the 500 mark with their victory last night, coming in at 41-41. And they're trying to come back in this one in the top of the 9th inning. Again, the payoff pitch to Ivan Rodriguez. Got him. Brandon Lyon strikes him out.
Challenged him with a 95-mile-an-hour fastball that time to strike out Pudge Rodriguez. A little anger on that fastball.
Lyon picking a perfect time for his first strikeout. Now, nemesis from last night, Mike Lowe. Those 25 home runs, good enough for the top spot in the National League. Major League leader is Carlos Delgado with 26 home runs to lead the American League. All down 0-2. Familiar spot for him. And shaking off a couple of signs from Jason Varitek. And is 0-2. Missing as Varitek framed it there for a split second for Jerry Davies.
Same thing as last night, except this time he got the pitch more outside. Last night it came back on the plate. This time stays off the plate.
Veritek tried to bring it back.
Maybe a slider here.
In and away, and it evens up at 2-2.
Last night on the 0-2 pitch, that ball comes back on the plate. Because today the 0-2 pitch, it stayed off the outside edge for ball 1.
And the result much different here last night. 2-2 to Lowe. Runner at first takes off. Lowe swings and misses and strikes out. Up to second base goes Luis Castillo, and the Marlins are down to their last out here in the ninth.
It's a little bit what I expected to do to him last night. Go to that slider to try to get him to chase it. He does that time, and this time Brandon Lyon picks up the strikeout.
So back-to-back Ks for Brandon Lyon of Ivan Rodriguez and Mike Lowe, the 3-4 hitters in the Marlins lineup. And now Brian Banks batting for the first time. He ran for Juan Encarnacion an inning ago, and that's for the first time in this one as he takes ball 1. Banks was in the game last night as he got the start in left field for the Marlins. And was 1 for 4 in the game here last night. Two-0 to Banks. First base is open.
Now here's the guy you want to get, though. You don't want to get that potential tying run coming to the plate.
In the air to left center field. Damon and Kapler to be Johnny Damon underneath it, and the ball game. Well, the Red Sox win this one 11-7, and they take 2 out of 3 from the Florida Marlins. All kinds of runs in this series, but the Red Sox grab 2 games of the 3-game series.
The Foxwoods chance play of the game, the second home run by Gabe Kapler, a 3-run home run in the 5th inning. Kapler also had a home run back in the 2nd inning. He's got 4, 5, 6, 7 hits since joining the Red Sox. The Foxwoods chance play of the game.
Well, in front of 34,476, the Red Sox are winners as they win today 11-7 and better their record of 47-33. Once again, the final score 11-7. The Red Sox win it. For Jerry Remy, Don Orsillo saying so long from Fenway. Now it's time for the WB Masons Extra Innings with Bob Rogers and Bob Tewksbury.
Game number 80 for the Boston Red Sox, almost at the halfway point, and picking up win number 47. And again, this offense is just devastating.
6 home runs today. Unbelievable. And they were hit hard.
Second time this season, Tukes, that this offense has produced 6 home runs.
How many runs in this series? 45?
Incredible. All right, WB Mason's Extra Innings is on the way. We will have a visit from Red Sox team president and CEO Larry Lucchino as well. Your chance to talk to the man who runs the ball club next.